Hello everybody, welcome back to Toadstool Tarot. Robin here, and I'm really excited about this deck. I ordered it for myself for Christmas, but it didn't show up until today, January 4th, I think, or 5th. Anyway, I'm thrilled to have it finally, and this was a deck that I had luckily come across a vintage copy of over the last year through a friend, and I'm thrilled to have the original version. There are two things about the original version I'm not fond of. One is that every card has a copyright printed right on the face of it, or most of them do. And I don't really care for this cardstock. It's really stiff and cardboardy and not like sort of playing card stock like I like. So I kind of debated whether at some point I might scan these and, print myself up a copy at makeplayingcards.com on superior smooth stock. I hadn't gotten around to doing it yet, and somebody else did, although she has, I've forgotten her name, but you can find her shop under the name of this new version of the deck, which is the Vintage Blond Old Fellow Tarot Bridge Size Playing Cards. And I believe these are actually larger than bridge. They seem more like playing card size than bridge card size, but because I've done some of my own in bridge size, and these seem smaller. So I don't know what the story is on that. But I like the size. I like smaller cards. They're easier for me to handle. These are linen, which is really nice. This is the difference between the back design, which is similar, just a little larger print and different coloration. The difference in this deck is she made it kind of vintagey looking with a sort of a dirt filter on it, which some might argue with, because you get the same stain in the same place in every card, which wouldn't necessarily happen in a actual vintage deck, but it has a nice feel to it. The other thing is, though, this seems cleaner and modern in a way because of the stark, bright colors that pop and have been toned down to give it that vintagey look. And I actually do kind of prefer the stark white and the brighter, intense colors on the original. So maybe, I don't know, maybe some point she'll do another version that's more contrasty or more true to the original. But she's done a number of these with varying colorations and, changes to the color in the costumes, the skin tones, and so forth. I'm all for diversity in decks, but I'm not really big on redoing vintage decks in a new way. And to tell you the truth, this isn't exactly diverse, because this was originally done in Japan, and it was all blonde Caucasian characters. And the new version has some people of color, but no Japanese people, which is like, hey, if you're going to make it diverse, it is a Japanese deck, put some Japanese people in there. So anyway, I do love it, though. Like I said, there's a dirt filter over it. It's linen cardstock, which is beautiful. I think I showed you the back, yes. So we'll just kind of try and flip through these and see. I won't do a side-by-side with the other deck, but you could see the difference in the coloration and the contrast. She did a great job here on framing these, because the size of the image doesn't exactly suit the format. And in some of the earlier versions or other versions, I believe the bordering is a little bit off, and this seems much more centered or even. They look really good. I am still going to be looking out for if she does a more stark white and contrasty one like the original, but without the copyrights, and perhaps on Superior Smooth. I would love one of those. But in the meantime, I'm going to really enjoy using this. This is based on Tarot de Marseille majors, and the Pip minors are similarly styled illustrations following more like the Rider-Waite-Smith pictorialization, I guess you'd say. There we go, with the Two of Cups. They are a little bit zoomed in, but you get more or less the same feel of the RWS designs. And I kind of like that they're zoomed in on the essentials in the reading. Oh, they call the pages the jacks in this deck. Otherwise, the names are the same. If you know your RWS, this makes this deck very easy to read. This is my favorite card in the deck because the depiction is different. This Four of Swords. But I love this, these two soldiers playing chess in a tent, and the swords are at rest. That's the sort of one oddball, I think. I think all the others mimic the Pamela Coleman Smith imagery. And there's an additional card here that says, I can be anything you want me to be. So again, this is a revised version of the Keishobu Tarot, and it is called the Vintage Blonde Old Fellow Tarot, bridge size playing cards. And I think that the others on the shop space are always called the Old Fellow Tarot, or revised or revived Old Fellow Tarot, something to that effect. But thanks for joining me today, and I'm thrilled to share with you my joy over finally receiving this deck, and I will cherish it. Take care and be well, and I hope to see you all again soon. So long.